Yeah, I know, Dr. Jake. I know. Well, you're the planner, not me. You think it's a good idea? I don't really think so, but I don't understand it. Look, I don't have time right now.
Hey,
no.
Mayor.
Yeah.
I need
Hi,
you to
Lauren.
sign this. Hi.
What's this?
These are those agreements for the halos in front of the neighborhoods.
Dr. Jake, I got something important. Hold on. Yeah, this is great. You're gonna get my neighborhood first, right?
Of course.
All right, thanks, Lauren.
You're welcome.
Good job on that project.
Thank you.
All right, Dr. Jake, I don't know what to tell you. If you think we need segues for everybody in the planning department, go for it. I don't have time. I got to write this speech. All right, man. Good luck. All right. State of the city.
Hey, Mayor, you have a minute?
No, not really. What's up?
Well, I need to talk to you about our SIP program.
The SIP program?
Yeah, it's a sidewalk elimination program. It's super exciting. Just take a minute.
Sidewalk elimination?
Yeah.
What are you talking? I can't do this right
Mayor,
now.
we're tearing up all the sidewalk in the city to minimize water runoff, and you're going to love it.
No, I don't love it. I can't talk about this right now. I've got a speech to work on. I'm giving a speech tomorrow, Mark. I haven't started yet.
All right, Mayor, I'll come back.
Okay.
But it's super exciting.
Not exciting. Hello, Mayor Taylor. No, I didn't know that my warranty had expired. Thank you. No, I'm not. No, I'm not interested. I am not interested. All right. When is this going to get done?
Hey, Mayor?
No, not now, Dr. Jake. Not now. This is not working. What am I doing? I got to get out of here. Can I get the biggest cup of coffee you have?
There you go.
Oh, thank you very much.
How's it going?
I gotta be honest, it's rough. I'm stressed out, trying to write this speech. Can't seem to relax.
You know what I like to do to relax?
What's that?
Go get my nails done.
Nails
Bring your
done?
coffee with you. Get a pedicure.
A pedicure? All right. What I like about being mayor is that every day it's something new and different, like a pedicure. This is perfect. This is just what I needed to clear my mind, get back to my speech. Hey, buddy, how's it going? You about to get on the bus? Yeah, I'm just trying to write my speech still. Did you do your homework last night? Why not? What do you mean? You had ChatGPT do your homework? Come on. Are you kidding? Well, wait a second. How did that work? You think it's good? All right, listen, I gotta go. You gotta get to the bus. Wish me luck. I'm about to go give my speech. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye, buddy. All right.
Mayor, are you ready?
I'm coming. Just hold them
We're
off.
all in the community
Talk
center.
to him or something. I don't
All right,
know.
well, just make it quick.
ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Write me a speech about the state of Sterling Heights. All right, here we go. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and fellow residents. Today I am honored to stand before you to speak about our beloved city, Sterling Heights. Now, if you were paying attention to that video, that is the opening line that ChatGPT wrote for the speech, not a bad opener. Does everyone here know what ChatGPT is? Not really? Nobody? Have you woken up yet? Okay, we got one. For those who don't know what it is, I will explain in a minute, but I do want to thank you all so much for being with me here this morning at our community center. I want to thank Bob Surgott and Dan Rizik from Community Relations for helping me produce that video. And also thank you to the staff at Coffee First and Gloss Nails for letting me come and have some fun with them a couple weeks ago. More about Gloss Nails and Coffee First in a little bit, but before then, I do want to also thank Stacy Zarko from Connect Macomb for coming to find me just now while I was putting the finishing touches on this speech. Now, obviously, we are not eliminating all the sidewalk in the city, so don't worry, Mike. We are not buying Segways for the planning department, and we are not putting a halo at the entrance to every neighborhood, although I do think that that's a pretty good idea. And just to be clear, this speech was not written by a computer program, but we are living in times where artificial intelligence like ChatGPT will have a bigger and bigger impact on our lives. And if you're not familiar with it, ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence software program that is sort of like a Google search on steroids. Anybody can use it. It's a free program online where users prompt ChatGPT just like you would a Google search, but you can have it do so much more than just send back search results. The AI software will literally write a resume for you, solve complex math problems, debug computer code, write a fake Seinfeld episode, could do some legal research, and yes, it could even write a long speech about the city of Sterling Heights, hopefully not too long. But artificial intelligence is providing incredible opportunities for new innovations in both the private and public sectors. There are obviously ethical concerns that have to be considered, and we cannot lose sight of the importance of a human touch. Now, technologies like artificial intelligence, and they are accelerating the pace of innovation in cities like Sterling Heights, and we must be able to harness those innovations to continue providing the best possible service to our residents and businesses. So I'm excited to talk to you today about how Sterling Heights has been innovative in the past year, all while maintaining that human connection that bridges the gap from what we're doing today to what we hope to be doing in years to come. And what a year it's been in Sterling Heights. In personal news, I celebrated my 40th birthday this year back in May, so I am solidly now in my middle ages and I've left my youth behind. And if I'll be honest with you, it was sort of a strange feeling for me this year. You know, since being elected to the city council in 2009, I've always kind of felt like the youngster. And I was the first on city council to embrace a smartphone. And I was the first to have an iPad at the council table. Many of my colleagues probably remember that. Back then, we used to receive daily emails from the city administration that contained reports about what happened in the previous day in the police or fire departments. And in 2009, those emails were still quaintly labeled as daily faxes. They called them that because historically, those updates had been sent to council members via fax machines that we had at our homes. I even got one. My friend and former colleague, Joe Romano, where are you, Joe? He's hiding back there. My friend and former colleague, Joe Romano, back in 2009 and 10, was the only holdout at the time who refused to accept a laptop with email, preferring instead to have his daily faxes actually, faxed to him. And he also had a city runner that would come and deliver his weekly or biweekly council materials, even as the rest of us had made the switch to the electronic versions of our council packets, even long before I was elected. I remember Joe telling me at the time that he had no interest in learning how to use email, and he preferred the old school methods from the past. And sorry, Joe, but like so many other things he told me at the time, I just had to shake my head in disbelief. But now, as my wife and I watch our 13-year-old daughter, who's with me today, thank you, Clara, as we watch her creating and editing short-form videos and doing what she does with her friends, I have to admit, I see what Mr. Romano was talking about. It's hard to embrace that change, and I don't want to learn even what she's doing. So we spend our formative years, right, absorbing information and technology sort of like a sponge and changing with and adapting with the times, but as time goes on, we can easily become stubborn in our preference for the way that things used to be. And the pace of change continues to accelerate really in every facet of our lives. Think about it, for over 100 years, we have built roads and bridges and infrastructure, like in the city of Sterling Heights, to support the internal combustion engine vehicle, driven by actual human beings. And as we bravely step into a world of the future, we see electric vehicles and autonomous vehicles are becoming ever more ubiquitous. Cities across the country are updating their fleet of city vehicles to electric and even autonomous. And where we used to pick up a phone off the wall to order a pizza for delivery, now I can text my order to an AI program, and in some areas of the country, the pizza is delivered by an unmanned vehicle. Speaking of pizza, shout out real quick to Jets Pizza, headquartered in Sterling Heights, Michigan. They recently celebrated their 45th year in business, and Jets has a pretty innovative and intuitive artificial intelligence platform themselves, so I can text or talk with a robot on the phone when I'm ordering my pizza. So private sector is getting into it, public sector has to too. The town square has gone virtual as well. Impromptu meetings around the water cooler have been replaced by Slack channel calls and Zoom calls. And while embracing new technology and innovation is virtually a requirement in our fast-paced world, it's fraught with challenges and concerns. Now, what does any of this have to do with the city of Sterling Heights, you might be wondering? Our city administration has worked hard to create a culture of innovation throughout every city department. And for the past 8 years, our tagline has served as a constant reminder of our role in this ever-changing world, innovating living. Embracing innovation is in our DNA. Harnessing the power of new technologies like artificial intelligence is vitally important to continue to deliver services to our 134,000 residents and thousands of businesses as well. But our city council understands the importance of maintaining that human touch and personal connection with the people that we serve. It's how we as a people link our rich historical past with the vibrant and exciting future we all imagine. And one way in which the city has recently combined innovation with improved services is in our water department. Just 2 years ago, the city of Sterling Heights began an ambitious plan to upgrade and replace every water meter in the city. City staff and vendors have visited nearly every house in Sterling Heights to install the innovative new electronic meters. And just for reference, the old meter system was so obsolete that they had stopped manufacturing meter reading devices, which obviously posed a significant threat to one of the most vital city services that we offer. These new meters aren't just more reliable and efficient, they provide residents with the ability to monitor water usage in real time. And earlier this year, the city launched the WaterSmart online portal, where residents can sign up on the city's website and receive nearly up-to-the-minute updates on their water usage. The portal allows residents to set alerts so they're notified of uncommon or excessive water usage, which usually indicates a leak. Under the previous model, residents might not find out that they had a leak for up to 3 months, costing them hundreds or thousands of dollars in water fees. Now those leaks can be identified within hours, saving residents time and money. So this is just one important way that the city of Sterling Heights has embraced innovation to deliver enhanced services to our residents and businesses. Additionally, this city is partnering with SMART to improve the mobility and transportation of our senior community. SMART chose Sterling Heights as one of the first communities in Southeast Michigan to be brought on board with a new software platform that promises to keep our senior population active and independent as long as possible. And speaking of our senior center is always one of the busiest corners of the city. And this past year, we cut the ribbon on our new indoor bocce ball courts. These are over at the senior center too. This project marked the completion of the ambitious Recreating Recreation Plan that passed back in 2016. And it has been truly amazing to see our city campus transformed over these past 6 years, including this incredible building we're standing in right now. We also opened an outdoor active life exercise center at the senior center. And this past year saw the expansion of technology at the senior center that will improve the ability to provide virtual programs now and into the future. But what I'm most proud of is how we've continued to create those gathering spaces for our community to share together. This past year, the city also revamped its boards and commission software, helping to provide information more efficiently to the hundreds of city residents serving on a board or commission. We also rolled out a new public on-base agenda platform, making it easier for the public to view our lengthy agenda packets, increasing transparency to our residents. But if I am being honest here, I still have not transitioned myself from the old system yet. It's what I like. The new system is great, don't get me wrong, but I just like the old system better. And what can I say? Like I said, I am a creature of habit, just like everyone else out there. And don't think for 1 minute that the irony isn't lost on me, that I am slowly turning into Joe Romano myself. Now, luckily, the city staff of over 500 full-time employees and many more part-time seasonal employees is starting to fill in with the next generation of young, energetic leaders, kind of like I was some years ago. This past year, the city of Sterling Heights expanded its already very robust summer internship program. Back in May, we welcomed over 20 college interns who were deployed throughout the organization in nearly every city department. And these interns not only provide support to our city staff, but they also bring a different perspective that can be invaluable for developing new and innovative approaches to serve our residents. And as our city manager, Mark Vanderpool, has pointed out, selfishly, we use this program to identify emerging leaders and show them how rewarding a career in public service at the local level can be. And council members and I met with these interns throughout the summer and followed their work, and we are excited about hopefully bringing many of them back to pursue a career right here in Sterling Heights. Now, while we as a city can and should embrace technologies and innovations, ultimately the residents are our customers, and we aim to provide unrivaled customer service in everything that we do. That starts with having a hardworking, dedicated staff of public servants who all chose to devote their lives to the service of our community. But like every employer out there, it's getting harder and harder to attract and retain new employees. Under the leadership of Kate Baldwin this past year, our Human Resources Department implemented an innovative approach to the work week. Several city departments have already made the switch to what we are calling the 980 plan. Without any interruption to the hours at City Hall, employees now complete their customary 80 hours of work over a 2-week period in 9 work days instead of 10. So city staff are still working the same number of hours, at City Hall is open the same amount as before. But employees complete their work over 9 days every 2 weeks instead of the customary 10. This provides city employees with 26 additional Fridays off over the course of the year, in addition to their regularly scheduled holidays and vacation time. Now, not only is this change good for the mental health and morale of our city employees, it's also an important tool for the city of Sterling Heights to use in recruiting to differentiate ourselves from other municipalities and businesses who are competing for the talented workforce our residents demand and deserve. And Brian Barnett from Rochester Hills, do not get any ideas, okay? A lot of good Sterling Heights people work for Rochester Hills. Now, it's this talented workforce that partnered with SMART and implemented the new Water Smart portal, that rolled out the OnBase Agenda platform, revamped our boards and commission software, and so much more, including our city clerk, Melanie Riska, who I've highlighted in the past for her recognition as one of the top municipal clerks in Michigan and beyond. She recently received grant funding of $260,000 to implement new technologies to continue to ensure that our elections are safe, 100% trustworthy. Similarly, our police department continues to lead the state in progressive and innovative programs, including the Quick Response Team.
We kicked the program off in February of 2020, and we haven't looked back. We've done just amazing things. We've helped out ultimately thousands of people, because this program has expanded to 21 other police agencies across Michigan, 5 different counties, all operating mirrored off the program we began at Sterling Heights. And we've had so much success, it's really amazing. Just in the year, this last year alone, we've reduced overdoses by 30% in Sterling Heights. You know, the program initially started as just helping people that recently overdosed and survived. To the point now, it's not just that, it's anybody that we come across that's suffering from addiction, suffering from alcohol or any drug addiction. We're going out, we're making proactive home visits. We're gonna go to their home and we provide them free resources, free help. And I'm telling you, that's making the difference in the fight against the opiate epidemic.
I knew that during the time when I was on the path of destruction with my criminal history and my drug activity, I knew I kind of did a disservice to humanity. So therefore, I wanted to become a peer recovery coach to give back to humanity. You have nothing to lose at this point. At this point, you have everything to gain. And you will gain having a peer recovery coach. I can promise you that.
Every day, I'm saying, you know, what the hell? I should be.
I understand. That's what you want to do. At some point, something went wrong, or I wouldn't be here in this living room.
No, I
So,
understand.
have you had a coach? If you had a coach, you know what I'm saying, to help coach you through this?
Truly incredible work by our police department in partnership with Families Against Narcotics. In October of last year, the PD became one of the first departments in the state to pilot another innovative program called Redirect. Redirect is a collaboration between Families Against Narcotics, the Sterling Heights Police Department, and the Macomb County Prosecutor's Office, designed to divert individuals who committed crime as a result of substance abuse from jail or prison into treatment instead. And for certain low-level, nonviolent crimes where addiction appears to be a factor, no arrest is made, and charges can be dismissed if the individual seeks out treatment and can demonstrate a commitment to staying in recovery. And isn't this a better outcome for everyone? Jails are not equipped to deal with abuse or substance abuse and mental health issues. And as you can see behind me, the initial results from the past year have been very promising. Instead of locking people up, we are redirecting them to the type of services that they need to get and stay healthy. Under the leadership of our police chief, Dale Wojciechowski, our police department continues to lead the city in implementing new technologies aimed at both enhancing public safety and transparency. For example, in recent years, the PD has implemented body-worn cameras to increase transparency and drones to assist in accident reconstruction. And in March of this year, the City Council voted to deploy another innovation directed at proactively stopping crime. In partnership with Flock Safety, the City of Sterling Heights has deployed solar power cameras throughout the city that can scan license plates and pinpoint the location of suspect vehicles. The camera captures the license plate, make, model, and color of the vehicle, transmits that data to our police department in real time, allowing them to intercept the suspect before further crimes can be committed. Now, in recent months, there have been 2 high-profile Amber Alerts in Metro Detroit. Now, thankfully, both of them were outside of Sterling Heights, but one tragically ended in the death of a 2-year-old girl. With this technology, if a vehicle is being used to kidnap a child, that license plate number can be entered into the software, and the cameras can scan throughout the city and pinpoint its location. This technology can be used to find vehicles that have been stolen or carjacked, track and find criminals who may have otherwise been able to evade justice. But like I said at the beginning of this speech, not all innovations and technologies don't come without some significant drawbacks. While this innovation could easily save lives and serve as a strong deterrent against crime, there are legitimate privacy and data storage policies that need to be addressed. And our council pressed the police department and Flock Safety to make sure that privacy rights are prioritized and this tech is only used for its intended purpose. And currently, city administration is working with the police and fire departments to deploy enhancements to our emergency dispatchers housed at the county's Comtech Center. With technological upgrades, we think that we can and should implement priority dispatching to ensure that each emergency receives the appropriate response from our first responders. I do believe that we can continue to provide an incredibly high level of service when responding to an emergency and doing so safely, efficiently, and at a lower overall cost to our taxpayers. We're also innovating how we communicate with our residents and businesses. Our police department started a podcast recently. We've made improvements to our online newsletter and social media platforms. Community Relations Director Melanie Davis understands the importance of keeping the public updated and informed, whether it's a snow emergency or just an update to the hours at the splash pad. We know that our residents rely on the city to keep them informed. One innovation I know many residents are very happy about is that earlier this month, Community Relations launched a complete overhaul and redesign of the city's website, with tons of analytical data about how people use the site, including the average number of clicks and time spent on each page and most popular areas of the site. Community Relations worked with every city department to optimize the site, make it much more user-friendly so that residents could quickly find the information that is most important to them. Most importantly to me, gone is sterling-heights.net. What is that dash anyways? We have changed our website address to the much more user-friendly www.sterlingheights.gov. And our Community Relations Department has long been recognized for the exceptional content that it produces. All of these videos that you'll see behind me today were either written, produced, directed by our very talented community relations staff. And this past year, our very own Bob Surgott from Community Relations received national recognition. He received a national award for a dramatic video that he produced and directed right here in Sterling Heights on the dangers of underage drinking, entitled Every 15 Minutes.
My name's Genevieve. All right, you said multiple people are injured? Yes.
You guys okay? Yeah. What happened? You guys heard it all? All right. Okay. Someone grab C-spine. You grab C-spine. Okay. Got it. 1, 2, 3.
I didn't mean to hit them. I didn't see them.
Remember, just follow the tip of my finger with your eyes only. Don't move your head, okay? Begin. Very good. Okay, what was your name again? I'm sorry. Olivia, okay, it shows me here that you're a .17, which in the state of Michigan means that you're a super drunk, okay? You've been drinking and driving, you've caused what appears to be a serious fatal accident. Okay, so at this time now we're gonna place you under arrest for drinking and driving, okay?
Do a pulse check. Still no pulse. None of this is working. Time of death, 7:54.
Unfortunately, I'm here to tell you some very unfortunate news about your son, Bradley. He and his friend were leaving Dodge Park, and there was a pretty significant crash involving your son. And unfortunately, I'm here to tell you that your son was killed in that crash.
It takes 1 second to change your life if you make a bad decision, and drinking and driving is one of the worst decisions you could make. For count 2, I will give you 15 years, so it's a total of 30 years state prison time.
Please join me in giving Bob Surgott and our police department, Judge Wiegand, and all the people who participated in that video a big round of applause. Yes, congratulations, Bob. Great job, as always. You know, I know it's cliche to say, but the world is changing, and possibly faster than at any point in history. How people communicate is changing, and the city is staying on the cutting edge to continue to reach them in new and innovative ways wherever they are. Technologies like artificial intelligence are providing new opportunities for cities to innovate and explore enhanced service delivery. Change is everywhere you look. And there is little doubt that our climate is changing too. Now, I don't want to lose half the audience, and believe me, I know that climate change remains a controversial topic to many. But while some dismiss climate alarmism as just something shared by younger people, studies and polls do show that every generation is concerned about our impact on the planet. Now, with respect to my friends in the state and federal delegations and politicians that are serving in Lansing and Washington, D.C., we love you and appreciate you and thank you, but you have the luxury of trading jabs and sound bites about climate change on cable news, while mayors and city councils are the ones responsible for dealing with the deadly impact that climate change is already having. And as I've said in previous states of the city, I firmly believe that cities must lead on issues like this if we want to preserve our way of life for future generations. This is exactly why the City Council recently formed a Sustainability Commission, which has been doing incredible work for the past 3 years. There is no more important way that we link the world of today to tomorrow than through our sustainability efforts. And I believe Sterling Heights is doing its part to reform where necessary and make difficult decisions that ultimately have the effect of protecting our residents. I'm obviously biased, but I do believe that Sterling Heights has set an example for cities across Macomb County and beyond in many ways. But one way in which we've underperformed is our recycling rates. Sterling Heights remains the only Metro Detroit community that does not, one of the only, that does not offer universal curbside recycling to all its residents. But I'm happy to report that just 3 days ago, the City Council awarded a new 10-year trash hauling contract to Priority Waste that includes a citywide universal curbside recycling program beginning in May of 2024. Additionally, the City Council voted to implement a universal trash cart system, which will have the effect of eliminating loose trash from blowing around our streets on windy days and protect the aesthetics of our neighborhoods and reduce the number of heavy trucks on our streets. Also, Priority's trucks come equipped with multiple cameras and computers with artificial intelligence software that alerts the drivers when a house is inadvertently skipped. Now, if Priority Waste can use artificial intelligence to provide a better way to pick up trash, just imagine all the other ways in which that technology can be developed to provide better city services. A universal curbside recycling and trash carts for every household will come at a cost, but even with these enhanced services, Sterling Heights residents will continue to pay one of the lowest rates for trash hauling, recycling, and removal of yard waste of any comparable city in Metro Detroit. Now, I usually don't make this speech interactive. I usually just stay up here and talk and do my thing, but I want to try something a little bit different this year to see if I still have your attention. So I'm going to say something in the audience. I'm going to say something, okay? And I want everyone in the audience to respond as loudly as you can, okay? Everyone. You ready? Go green! Go green! All right. That was pretty good. Mike didn't. A couple Michigan fans, I think, held out. A couple Michigan fans. Look, it is not easy to be a Michigan State Spartan fan right now, okay? And true story. I wrote this section of the speech about 2 weeks ago, and I had a really good joke about how Michigan's coach Jim Harbaugh is suspended, and that got cut, okay? You know, like I said, change is happening fast everywhere you look, right? You know, but months before the start of the college football season, closer to basketball season, Go Green took on a different meaning in Sterling Heights. This spring, the city of Sterling Heights partnered with Michigan Saves to provide $1 million in American Rescue Plan funds to improve energy efficiency in the homes of Sterling Heights residents. Through our Go Green Grants program, Sterling Heights residents had access to funding for clean energy home improvement projects that reduce energy use and utility costs while enhancing the comfort, safety, and health of their homes. Low-income residents were eligible for up to $7,500, while all other residents were eligible for grants of up to 20% of the overall project cost. Now, I'm proud to report that the Sterling Heights Go Green Grants program was incredibly popular and successful. Within just the first 10 days of the program, the entire $1 million of allocated funds were fully subscribed. And importantly, the Go Green Grants program put that $1 million of federal funding directly into the hands and homes of Sterling Heights residents, allowing them to leverage that funding to make these vitally important projects more accessible and more affordable. And just 3 days ago, a resident came to our city council meeting with pictures of solar panels that he installed on his home with funding from this program. So it's already paying dividends. And as popular as that grant program was, even more attention was focused on the Sterling Heights Rain Barrel project, which I'm standing next to over here. In conjunction with the Go Green Grants program, the city of Sterling Heights partnered with MI Rain Barrel to provide 400 of these rain barrels for free to Sterling Heights residents this spring and summer. Like the Go Green Grants, the rain barrels were all claimed within days. My wife even tells me, why didn't we get one?
I've wanted a rain barrel for a few years, but I knew that it was a couple $100. So as soon as I got the email saying that Sterling Heights was giving away free rain barrels, I signed up, and I'm so excited to use it to water all my plants through the summer.
I was excited. I saw that we were offering up some free rain barrels, and so I have a really large garden at my house, so I was excited to be able to reduce my water use and try to catch some rain. I absolutely think it's, number one, the environment. Can't help to reduce some of the pulls out of the aquifers and everything, and yeah, definitely going to help save on money as well.
As I was saying, the city administration and the city council, we were overwhelmed with the popularity of these two programs. We are actively searching for funding opportunities to expand both of these very, very soon. Now, as we all know, Sterling Heights has a long and rich history as a major cog in the global success of the big three auto companies. Over 10,000 UAW employees at 4 major manufacturing plants in Sterling Heights have been producing world-class vehicles for decades, and we hope they continue to. While the big three and UAW continue to negotiate a contract, we are confident that Sterling Heights will play a big role in the future success of the domestic auto industry. Nowhere is the intersection of sustainability and innovation more apparent than in the automotive industry. Herein lies a link from our past to the present day, where Sterling Heights Assembly Plant produces these awesome trucks, to the future of the automotive industry, which is going electric. And although it's too early to say, there are rumors that the electric version of that very popular Ram 1500 pickup truck might be produced and assembled here in Sterling Heights. And Sterling Heights is preparing for the electric vehicle revolution. Earlier this summer, Sterling Heights announced an electric vehicle master plan with the support and leadership of our Sustainability Commission. The plan provides recommendations to prepare for widespread adoption of electric vehicles and promote sustainability and economic growth towards the city's EV readiness. This summer, the city also announced a partnership with General Motors to add 34 electric vehicle charging stations at public buildings and parks throughout the city. This partnership with General Motors will significantly increase the charging station's availability on public property at no cost to the residents of Sterling Heights, but it is just the start. As our sustainability chairman, Nathan Inks, recently commented, 52% of the residents either own or are considering the purchase of an electric vehicle. So we knew that we needed to ramp up efforts and be ready to handle this new model of transportation, which is why the new community charging program partnership is so critical. With the Sustainability Commission's help, the city has really been leaning into sustainability, and it's exciting to see our efforts moving forward. To the members of our Sustainability Commission, Riley Maher, Michael Talbert, Secretary Jonathan Matthews, Vice Chairman Mark Grath, and Chairman Nathan Inks, I want to sincerely thank you for your leadership and vision and congratulate you on the success and progress you've made so far. You deserve our thanks. Now, the Sustainability Commission is just one of many boards and commissions that made up of the volunteers who make Sterling Heights the great community that it is. Many of you are in this room. Hundreds of other residents volunteer throughout the year in various capacities, either directly for the city or for charitable or religious organizations, all improving the quality of life for the community that we serve. But we couldn't do it without the work of our hundreds of city staff. And while innovation is key to everything we do and our continued success, we cannot forget that sometimes good old-fashioned person-to-person interaction is what makes for good government. This past year, the city clerk's office accepted 2,400 passport applications, making Sterling Heights one of the busiest acceptance agencies in Michigan. This is in addition to once again running a safe, secure, and trusted election last year. Parks and Recreation Department received an award for facility design through the Michigan Parks and Recreation Association Esports Arena, housed at the Sterling Heights Community Center. And our library went through a strategic planning process this year with staff, library board members, and residents to develop the Sterling Heights Public Library's plan for 2023 to 2027 with an updated mission. Their mission is to encourage innovative living through literacy, discovery, and community. And in an era where everything seems to be moving online or virtual, in-person visits to the library continue to remain high as it is one of our most popular amenities. And our library is keen to get in on the latest innovations too. Library staff have been hard at work to expand the popular makerspace. The library currently has 2 3D printers. We'll be adding a 3D scanner, an embroidery machine, and an additional 3D printer with something called a sublimation printer, which admittedly I had to Google. Sublimation printer. To be honest, I'm still not fully sure I understand what it means, but suffice it to say that the library is harnessing technologies to encourage and equip residents to unleash their creativity. Innovating living, it is our mantra, but public safety is and will always remain our highest priority. And our fire department remains the best in the state of Michigan. However, annual run volumes continue to increase, stressing and straining our fire department personnel and apparatus. Our firefighters are resilient and strong despite the increased workload and call volume. With over 16,000 runs in the past 12 months, our fire department has been incredibly busy. rendering critical first aid and emergency life-saving services. They have undoubtedly saved many, many lives. But this year, this past 12 months, they've really gotten some competition in the life-saving business from their friends and colleagues over in the police department. Two particularly important cases are worth highlighting for you today.
What you got? Where's she at? She okay? Okay. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me something be okay. 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 Okay.
Oh my God,
She's breathing okay now.
Incredible life-saving work by Sterling Heights Police Department Sergeant Anthony Reski. He joined me. And Sergeant Reski is not alone.
A child's life is on the line.
I have a baby that's on the pool, please.
Okay, is the baby breathing?
No, he's not, and he's turning blue, please. The parents are performing CPR.
This adorable 2-year-old is fighting for his life at a pool party. The police officer encounters a grim scene.
He's breathing? Yes, we got him breathing.
The cop slaps the youngster on the back. As he does, the distraught dad falls to his knees and clutches his head. Then comes the cry that says, "I'm alive." He's breathing. Dad is beside himself with relief as he takes his son into his arms.
You want to walk him out front? We got the paramedics pulling him.
And here's young Renly Bell today with his parents, Melanie and Chuck, at their home in Sterling Heights outside Detroit. In that moment, did you believe you lost your son?
There was that 30 seconds of him being unresponsive, and me thinking I lost my 2.5-year-old son was the worst feeling I've ever had.
The first cry that he gave us was one of the most amazing sounds, I think, in either of our lives.
Now, there were about 15 friends and family at that pool party, and incredibly, no one noticed Renly at the bottom of the pool until it was almost too late. Experts say that happens more often than you think. Believe it or not, drowning is the #1 cause of death among children under the age of 4 in the USA.
It's probably one of the most common times we see something happen with drowning deaths is when there's a lot of people around, believe it or not.
A timely warning to avoid a nightmare like this.
Thank you for your appreciation of both Sergeant Reski and Officer Nathan Sears. And just 2 days ago, it happened again. The Sterling Heights Police Department and Fire Department revived a 7-year-old girl just on Wednesday of this week who had suffered a severe asthma attack and went into cardiac arrest. The young girl is doing well. She's in stable condition, and she is expected to make a full recovery. Now, folks, we could be here all weekend if I wanted to tell you everything that the Sterling Heights Fire Department and police departments have done to protect, serve, and save lives of Sterling Heights residents over the last 12 months. These examples are particularly meaningful to me as a parent of young children, and I know that there isn't anywhere else in Metro Detroit I would want to live to ensure the health and safety of our family. Now, if you remember back to the opening video where I was getting my first ever pedicure, there is more to that story. This year, we are combining the State of the City with Connect Macomb's annual Sterling Edge Awards, where we recognize businesses in Sterling Heights that provide exceptional service in the community. This morning, I'm excited to recognize 2 local businesses that have gone above and beyond to provide exceptional service in Sterling Heights. The first is called the Dream Big Award. It's given to a company that has really grown, expanded, and flourished here in the city of Sterling Heights. I'm excited to announce that the winner of the 2023 Sterling Edge Dream Big Award is Gloss Nails Atelier. I'm Sterling Heights Mayor Michael Taylor, and for our 2023 Sterling Edge Awards, I'm so proud and excited to present the Dream Big Award to Gloss Nail Salon, to Anna and Tina. Congratulations.
Gloss was started because there was a need for a fun workplace and a fun place for people to come and enjoy a social atmosphere in the creative energy of the artistry of nails. Back in 2017, Nail Gloss was born in a 1,100 square foot space. After that, COVID happened. We needed more space. We came together. Tina was like a piece of a puzzle. Like both of us, we just fit together. We shared the same goals, the same dream, and the same ideas. I invited Tina in, and here we are today, and now we're in a 3,000 square foot space. We're now Gloss Nail Atelier.
The salon is different from other salons. We are very friendly here. I think it's a qualification to work here. For our clients, we want to make sure that every client comes in and not just walk away with pretty nails, but also walk out feeling good about who they are. You know, there's a saying, when you feel good, you do good.
Tina is brilliant in her own way. I'm more of the creative side. I do a lot of the training and the artistry, and I bring in ideas and content for the salon. Some of the techniques that we use originate all the way from Russia, and they're pretty top when it comes to doing beauty services. But we're able to incorporate that and bring it here to Michigan, right here in the Midwest.
What the customers do also enjoy is sitting down with our artists here. Our artists are very supportive of one another. We lean on each other a lot. If we don't know how to do something, we will reach out to one another. We'll do it in front of the clients. We are very transparent about the services that we offer here. We are very transparent about not knowing how to do something, or, hey, you know what, let me step away for 1 second. I do know that another artist specializes in this technique. Let me see if I can look for help. The girls are all very supportive of one another here. There's no competing with one another. They're looking for a color. You'll see multiple girls stand up and help them look for that one specific color.
The city is massive, and I feel like having this high-end salon here is very important, that there are many people from all kinds of different backgrounds right here in this city. And we are here to fill in that gap for the need for people to know that, you know, you can get nails done, and it's not just any experience, but you're having a really good experience where you can come in here to this social hub, enjoy getting your nails done, and enjoy the social atmosphere where people can share laughter, good news, or even, you know, sad news. But we're always here supporting each other, where everyone just brings energy in here, and that energy coming together, it just creates this unique, happy environment.
Join me in congratulating Gloss Nails, the Dream Big Award winner. Atelier. Am I pronouncing that right? Obviously not. It's another word I had to look up, like sublimation or whatever that was. I had to look that up in the dictionary. It means an artist or designer's studio or workroom. And I really love that they consider the nail salon an artist studio, a workroom where they are creating art and they are creating memories that they share with their customers. And talking with Tina and Anna from Gloss Nails, they really are artists and designers. They are so passionate about the creative work that they do with their customers that they serve every day. And while I didn't get a full pedicure during the video shoot, didn't do the full pedicure treatment, I am considering moving my weekly office hours to Gloss. So if you need a meeting and you're gonna come up to me and ask for a meeting after this speech, believe me, no more lunches, let's meet at Gloss and get some pedicures, okay? So if you're in, find me. But seriously, Sterling Heights is so blessed to have so many great businesses and business owners like Anna and Tina who know that growing a business from an idea into a sophisticated operation is no easy task. That is why at the Velocity Center, Sterling Heights helps incubate businesses and give them the space and resources and access to other entrepreneurs who provide coaching and support. Over the past few years, Velocity in Sterling Heights has really transformed, created new co-working spaces that provides programming, education, and vital resources to startups right here in Sterling Heights. Our Velocity Center continues to be a catalyst for businesses, and it's centered around accelerating innovation, reinvention, and growth. It's doing it for manufacturing, technology, and defense industry businesses citywide. It's not just an incubator, Velocity is really an accelerator that helps startups get to market faster, provide the public with cost-saving and life-saving technologies. I want to thank Senior Advisor for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, April Jones Boyle, for her dedication to the business community and the success of the Velocity Center. Thank you. Now, of course, no State of the City would be complete without an update on Lakeside. Of course, the city took a huge leap forward in its plans to see Lakeside Mall completely redeveloped this past year. In partnership with mall owners Lionheart Capital, last fall, the city of Sterling Heights formally unveiled plans for the complete redevelopment of this 100-acre parcel of land. In total, Lionheart announced plans for an investment of more than $1 billion in Sterling Heights. We know that for nearly 40 years, Lakeside was a shopping destination in Macomb County and beyond. But those days are gone. And sad as it may be for some, it is time to say goodbye to the sea of empty parking spaces and underutilized space. This is the future of Lakeside Mall. This transformation will finally start taking shape over the coming years. Parking lots will be converted to vibrant streetscapes with shopping, dining, and abundant green spaces for people to explore. Tree-lined streets with pedestrian-friendly paths and parks will invite residents from the nearly 3,000 new housing units developed within Lakeside Circle. And it's hard to believe, but the City Council is already voting on measures to bring this vision of Lakeside Mall to life. And importantly, all of this work will be done without any cost to the taxpayers of Sterling Heights. The housing, shopping, dining, and other amenities at Lakeside Mall, the new Lakeside Mall, will be an amazing complement to the amenities that you can already find up and down the Golden Corridor of Hall Road through Macomb County. Now, if you remember last year, I took you on a virtual ride down Hall Road, explaining the need for cooperation between cities and townships to highlight this vitally important corridor. From the Cabela's on the east side of the corridor to Macomb Community College and Lakeside near the center, and Jimmy John's Field anchoring the west, I'm excited to announce that over the past year, the Hall Road communities have made real progress towards a united vision, securing a SEMCOG grant to explore ways that we can promote this corridor and work towards improving the amenities throughout our communities together. I want to thank our partners at Connect Macomb, of course, formerly known as the Sterling Heights Chamber, and our economic advisor, Luke Bonner, for spearheading that effort. And the other Hall Road communities deserve some appreciation and thanks as well for their collaboration and their support. You know, as I think about the future of Lakeside Mall and Hall Road, again, I'm most excited about just having another space like what we created here at Dodge Park, where people can come together. With all the technological advancements and innovations happening around City Hall, the police and fire departments, and within our business community, there is something to be said about that genuine human interaction. And if you fear that it's being lost, you're probably not wrong. But there is still a special place in almost every neighborhood and community where people come together to share a story or a laugh, even if it is just briefly before putting their headphones on and opening up their laptops. Of course, that place is your local coffee shop. And this year in Sterling Heights, the best little coffee shop in Sterling Heights is also the 2023 Sterling Edge Award winner for Local Business of the Year, Coffee First.
I own a coffee shop. It's amazing. Everyone loves everyone. I started it 4.5 years ago, and I worked for a coffee shop for many years, and I loved it. I loved the interaction with the customers, and I worked there for a few years and decided that's what I wanted to do. Latte flight. I do love coffee, and I do have the passion, want to make every cup perfect. But honestly, it's the customers really that I love the most. Everyone's great. They know each other because they come in here. You know, they all came in individually and now they're all friends, and everyone, in the morning at 7 a.m., there's like 6 people that'll come in and all have coffee together. It's like meeting your friends before you go to work. Every customer that comes in here is amazing. Even during COVID, we had to close for 30 days and we reopened and did curbside. Every customer came in every single day and over-ordered, like every day, and did curbside. I'm gonna cry talking about it. But yeah, so they like kept us going, and everyone's just great. I love it.
Sterling Heights Mayor Michael Taylor here with the 2023 Sterling Edge Business of the Year winner, Coffee First Cafe and Bake Shop, the best cup of coffee in town, and for 2023, the best business in Sterling Heights. Congratulations and thank you.
This gives you the family feel, the community feel, like everyone loves everyone here. So it's just, that's what I was going for. And we did it.
Join me in congratulating Janet, Coffee First. Thank you, Janet, for being here, and congratulations on being the local business of the year. A really great coffee shop, if you haven't been, just down the street from here. Now, I really like the symbolism of awarding these 2 businesses this year. In a year where we're talking about technology and innovation, a coffee shop and a nail salon. These are businesses where the product is sometimes almost secondary to the experience. As Janet said in her video, the customers at Coffee First are like a family. Sure, the coffee is great, but they really enjoy the experience of being together with their friends. And I must say, I'm much less familiar with nail salons than coffee shops. Sorry, ladies. But I do know that my wife will regularly get her nails done with her friends. It's about being together, sharing an experience, sharing that human connection. But even these businesses are under threat from artificial intelligence. You know, in San Francisco, there's a startup called Clockwork that has robots using AI programs to give manicures that apparently take a fraction of the time and may be a fraction of the cost. But is that a better service? In Brooklyn, there's a coffee shop called Bot Bar. AI-powered robots take your order, make the coffee, and serve it to the customers. Now, is that progress? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. You can decide, but it is happening. It is happening, and we have to be ready and prepared for it. With increased automation, advances in technologies, AI programs becoming more and more prevalent in our everyday lives, cities have an opportunity to lead here. And what I can say in Sterling Heights is that we will continue to innovate. We will continue to look for ways that we can harness technologies like artificial intelligence to provide better services to our residents more efficiently. But we will proceed with caution. We will proceed with caution, but we will not stand in the way of progress. And most importantly, this city council will not lose sight of the fact that we serve people first and foremost. And progress cannot be made at the expense of our duty to provide a people-first approach to city services. And I think even my friend Joe Romano could be proud of that. Now, speaking of our city council, I want to take a minute to thank them for their partnership and leadership over this past year and beyond that. This team has been together for almost 5 years now, and we have accomplished a lot of incredibly important things together during that time. So please join me in thanking and recognizing our Mayor Pro Tem, Liz Zarowski. Councilman Henry Yanez. Councilwoman Barb Zarko, Councilwoman Deanna Koski, Councilman Michael Radke, and our District Court Judge, Steve Surowski, Chief Judge Surowski. Thank you for being here. Look, putting something like this together would be very easy for a computer program or artificial intelligence to do. Believe me, I Googled it or I ChatGPT'd it. It wrote a long speech. I can't vouch for whether this one was better, but Writing this speech does take a lot of time and energy, not just from me, but from a number of people at City Hall. To our team, the State of the City team, Stacy Zarko from the Connect Macomb, Melanie Davis, Community Relations Director, Marissa Russo from Community Relations Department, Bob Surgott, and Dan Rizek. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. You guys are awesome. And you make me look, I don't know if you make me look good, but you make me look better than I would without you. I want to thank Kyle Langloy, our Parks and Recreation Director, and his staff for hosting us here in this incredible building. I want to thank the Sopranos Catering for what they did today, the food. Hope you had a good breakfast. And I want to thank Tonic. If you don't know Tonic, all of these, everything you see, the audio, visual, it's all set up by the guys at Tonic. They are phenomenal, and they are here partners with us every year. So thank you so much. I want to thank the entire city staff, especially the staff members making their acting debut. I hope you liked that video. City Manager Mark Vanderpool, Lauren Moore, Dr. Jake Parcell, and the staff at Gloss Nails and Coffee First. Apologies to our Budget and Finance Director, Jennifer Varney, whose scene ended up on the cutting room floor. She was very nervous about how we would pay for Mr. Vanderpool's plan of ripping up all the sidewalk, so thankfully she doesn't have to worry anymore. I want to thank the elected officials who are here. I appreciate you being here, especially my counterparts from Rochester Hills and Troy, Mayor Barnett and Mayor Baker. Thank you for being here. It means a lot to me. To my family, my wife Christina, my kids, all three of my kids are here. Clara, Hudson, and Teddy. I'll get in a little bit of a break from school, but sadly for you guys, and I'm sure gladly for everybody else, this is about to wrap up. So you'll be off to school. My parents, Mike Sr. and Laura, thank you for being here. I put a lot of late nights in with this speech, so I appreciate your patience with me. Most importantly, I want to thank the residents of Sterling Heights. Thank you for continuing to inspire me and my colleagues on the City Council and the entire city team every day. You inspire us to come to work excited to innovate on your behalf. Now, there is so much more happening in Sterling Heights that I wish I had time to talk about. We had another amazing Sterling Fest, our second annual Juneteenth celebration, family-friendly events, farmers markets, and great concerts all summer long. And we did it all together. Now look, not even the most advanced AI software could write a speech of under an hour and touch on all the incredible things that have happened here in the past year. But AI can write the end of this speech for me. So my final thank you is to ChatGPT for giving me 100 great ways to say farewell, adieu, hasta la vista, so long, peace out. I'm out of here. Thank you and goodbye.